Okay, I hope everyone enjoyed my little throwback to Shaggy there. I've been playing Bieber on all of our calls, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to throw it back a little bit. Who doesn't love Shaggy? It's like the best. It's so good. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm not sure if any of you guys are actually Super Bowl fans or not, but thank you for joining us either way. Tonight, Virginia and I are going to share with you our story, kind of our beginning, and how coaching has brought us to where we are today. And we want to share with you guys that, you know, despite the optics that you see on Facebook or I'm just going to mute everybody here really quick. If you guys can mute yourself, that would be lovely. Perfect. Okay, good. So we're going to kind of share with you guys where we started off, and we won't go too far into that because you guys know kind of our stories from following us, and that's kind of a whole other night, our why and where we started. But we want to share with everybody that, you know, despite the success that they see from the outside, that we started at a place exactly like you guys did, that this is a really real place to start at where you are. And, you know, despite how big it might seem to get to where we are, it's completely attainable, like 100%. So we kind of just want to go over that with you guys and share our insight and our passion for this business and answer a ton of questions if you have them. So yeah, we'll kind of get into our whys here really quick. And then I will let Virginia go first with her why here.
Okay. Did you mute everyone?
I am now. Perfect. I think we're good now.
Okay. You can hear me? Yeah, okay. So my name is Virginia, and I've been doing this coaching thing for over 2 years now, and it has just flown by. So when I actually got started, I had heard of like Insanity a little bit and P90X, but I was honestly always way too scared to ever try them. I had heard they were so hard, and I just knew I would fail because I was one of those people that was like, okay, I'm going to start on Monday and I'm going to lose like 15 pounds and I'm going to feel so good. And then by about Wednesday or Thursday, I stopped going to the gym or I started eating bad, and I could never stick to anything. I was that failure, that fitness failure. I had played sports for like my whole life, and once I was done with volleyball, when I was on my own, I couldn't hold myself accountable. I just always gave up. And that's when I saw someone else's results, and I thought, shoot, I've tried everything else in the books. Why don't I give this a try too? And my boyfriend at the time actually was like, why would you waste your money on that? Like, that's stupid. You always fail at everything. That's actually like what he said. And that kind of, you know, fueled my fire. And I thought, I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it work. And I actually picked T25 because it was the shortest workout program. It was only 25 minutes, 5 days a week. So I was like, okay, if I can't do this, I can't do anything. So I did that. And what made the difference was the challenge groups that we run on Facebook. Oh my gosh. Every single day I was waking up and so excited to see our little daily assignment. So whether that was like post a sweaty selfie or post one of your healthy meals, just something to keep you going and keep you motivated. And it was only 21 days and I lost 10 pounds and I felt amazing. I hadn't been able to do that by myself for 2 years. And in 21 days, I was able to do that. So that just opened my eyes, and I just thought, you know what? I need to share this with my friends, because I had friends asking me from time to time, you know, I played sports. So they said, you know, what should I do for a workout, or what should I be eating? And, you know, I kind of had an idea. So I was helping them a little bit. But once I did this, I was like, wow, this could help so many people from all over the United States and Canada, all of my friends from all over. So I decided to sign up as a coach. And actually, my results, I submitted to the Beachbody Challenge, and I won $500 while I was in pharmacy school. So that also, I was just like, wow, like, are you serious? I just lost 12 pounds. I won money. I can share this with my friends. It's awesome. I just fell so in love. And that's why I started coaching at the beginning. It was just kind of, I really liked it. And I honestly didn't really even know what the potential was or what exactly the company did and how you earn money, but I just knew I loved it. So I signed up right away. And then as I went on, I realized that this could really be my full-time job and I could really help people for the rest of my life and earn money by helping others. And I got super excited, and that's when I kind of decided, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my best, see where it goes. And 2 years later, I'm still going hard, and I'm about to graduate pharmacy school, and I probably will not even be a pharmacist because my income is matched, and probably this year will surpass an income of being a pharmacist. So that's pretty crazy where this company can take you. And that's basically my why right now. I'm really excited to not have to work a 9 to 5 and be able to be my own boss and create my own hours and travel. And it's just been an amazing journey. So that's like the short brief. I could go on for hours and hours and seriously talk about this forever, but I'll let Kyrstin tell you guys about her story. You're muted.
Good. Okay. So basically, I started my first Beachbody program almost 2 years ago exactly. I bought it early February of 2014. And I'm just going to mute you, Virginia. Okay, there we go. And that was the first time I had ever heard of Beachbody. Morgan Rieger was a good friend of mine in high school. We played sports together, and I had seen that she'd been doing this Beachbody thing. I'd never heard of it before. And I saw it on my Facebook more and more. And at that time, I was about 30 pounds heavier than I am now. So I was miserable, you guys. I was not a happy camper. So seeing someone else happy when you're really miserable is the most annoying thing in the world. You're like, oh my gosh, how is she doing it? That makes me so mad. I want to be that happy. And of course, me being kind of the introvert that I am and embarrassed about how I feel and how I looked. And I just didn't want to admit that to anybody that I was struggling, that I needed help. And so my coach had messaged me randomly and said, hey, I know we haven't talked in a few years. I was just wondering if you'd want to join my upcoming support group for 21 Day Fix. I'm like, whatever that is, sure. And she's like, the workouts are fast. It's only 3 weeks. I'm like, I can do that. And kind of like Virginia, I had tried committing to the gym forever. I'm not kidding you guys. I would go to the most expensive gyms in the city and spend so much money, go 60% of the time, give about 60% effort, and try and take as many water breaks as I could. So I wasn't seeing results, and I still ate Alfredo sauce, chicken, every night. So I was wondering why, why am I so heavy? Why am I so uncomfortable? And so that was kind of my starting point, was getting on that first workout program. And same thing, I had really good results. I lost 11 pounds and a foot, 12 inches off my body. I was just blown away. I kept saying to my boyfriend, that's a foot long sub. I lost that off my body. That's crazy. So from there, it just kind of exploded. So my coach had said to me, you would make a really good coach. You should consider it. And I was like, I'm still overweight and I'm not the epitome of fitness. I don't think that's a good idea. She's like, that's not a problem. No worries. You do your thing. So I went about just being a challenger basically. And then I was like, you know what? I really like the shakes. Can I just sign up to be a discount coach? Because I want to get them a little cheaper. She's like, sure. And then I had friends coming to me and saying, what are you doing? Hook me up. And I said to my friend Morgan, I said, I have some friends that are wanting to join your next challenge. And she said, girlfriend, you could be making that money, not me. I don't know why you want me to do that. I'm like, fine, okay, I'll do it, but just for my friends and family. And here we are today, and I earn more than I did as a dental hygienist. And I don't know how it happened. It's I blinked and I'm here, but that's kind of my story. And I was fortunate enough last summer through the 21 Day Fix Extreme, I sent in my results and someone called me and asked me to do a photo shoot in Nashville. So I was like, holy smokes, this is real. I could be on television. So I find out actually pretty soon. They're releasing the promo video soon. So hopefully I'm in it. So it might be a 3 seconds, but either way, it's pretty cool the things that Beachbody lets us do. So Like I said, we could probably go on for a really long time about our stories and our whys, but I think we should dive into the meat and potatoes of tonight's call. So first up, let's talk about, okay. So what we do as coaches on a day-to-day basis. A lot of people think that we dive in and, devote days and days and hours, and, as you grow in this business and get, bigger and bigger, sure, that becomes more time consuming. But when you start out, that's the time commitment is basically up to you. You decide how much time you want to put in. What we do as coaches is we share. We share our fitness journey. We share recipes that we enjoy. We share motivation that we come across. What we do is we inspire others. We're not professional trainers. We're not nutritionists. That's not what we do. But what we do is share with people what works, what really worked for us, because we're real people with real problems and with busy schedules and hectic lives, and being able to convey to our friends and family and people on social media that we found something that worked for us without completely derailing the rest of our lives. That's huge. So that's what we do, is we share. And we are there to be motivators, to guide people, to help them through those programs. Because ultimately, once you go through a challenge group and understand, the 21-day fix or T25 or whatever it is, you get a really good sense of what Beachbody is all about. Your coach helps you through those groups and really mentors you and follows up with you and really shows you that love and that support that really lacks at the gym. So we're filling that void through Beachbody. Really being a presence in their lives rather than going to do a workout and then just, going home and not having that accountability or support group. Because I know if I log into my Facebook at any given moment and I'm tempted to skip my workout and I see like a dozen sweaty selfies, I'm like, okay, I got to get it done. I got to do it. So ultimately, we are professional sharers. We share our story. And that's the beauty of this business, is you don't have to be a professional. You don't have to be in tip-top shape to do it. You just have to be honest and real and sharing your heart and being vulnerable. And that makes a really good coach. Do you have anything to add, Virginia, about what we do as coaches?
Oh, wait, you can hear me now? Yeah, I just wanted to add in that, there's a ton of multi-level marketing companies these days, and they honestly give it a bad rep because you see so many products being posted on Facebook, or, they just come off so salesy. And we honestly, we really, really recommend that you do not post pictures of products, because this is way, way more than Autumn Calabrese on a TV. And we really want to show and share that anyone can do this. I know Kyrstin and I are kind of similar ages, but we have ladies all ages. I seriously have, challengers that are 18 to 60 years old. Anyone can put in a DVD or work out from their laptop and move for 30 minutes. Even my mom and dad even do it, and they're like over 60 years old. They may not be doing insanity, but there's going to be a workout program for every single person. And you want to be able to share that, this is for everyone. This isn't for, some girl that looks like Autumn Calabrese and wants to look like a bikini model. I mean, maybe it is, but it also could just be for that person that is trying to lose 5 pounds, or it could be for a person trying to lose 100 pounds. It's not suited for just one person. It's for honestly everyone. And the support that we give makes it way, 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 way way better than just going to the gym by yourself. It's a family and it's a community. So that's basically what we do. We're, like she said, a professional sharer.
Yeah, it's so true. That's what we do. And, it's funny, at first you think, oh gosh, I don't want to post that much on Facebook, but the way Facebook is designed, they're not going to see every single post that you post. You might think that everybody on your friend list will see everything, but that's not the case. But as coaches, if we just stay consistent with people's newsfeed, because my promise to the people that I add on Facebook is that I am going to give your newsfeed a little dose of positivity every single day. Very rarely will you see me be negative or a Debbie Downer. I'm always going to try and make the lives of the people that follow me better, because on Facebook, there's so much nasty stuff out there that like, I just don't want to see. And we get overwhelmed with this, whether it's on the news or on Facebook, Instagram, just really like negativity or just things we really don't want to see. So I try and be a light in someone's day, even if it means that I share with them a way to make a healthy Reese's peanut butter cup. I'm going to do it because that's how I roll. So next up on my list here was, who is a good coach? Now, this is such an easy one to answer because it's someone who has a big heart, someone who's kind, devoted, someone who doesn't necessarily have a six-pack, but someone who is determined to better themselves in some way, someone who believes in the power of a really good workout, who finds good joy in connecting with women who get it and who understand that healthy eating is a really big part of this. So we're not perfect by any means, but we are kind and caring. And on the other side of that, we're also very determined. We are not, we're not in it for the money, because let's face it, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. And anyone that tells you in any sort of business, any multi-level marketing that says, yeah, you're going to get rich fast, run the other way, because that is a load of bull. What you need to understand is that the people that are successful in this business are the people that are consistent, hardworking, and determined. So if you are, willing to give up, even when you begin, half an hour to an hour a day, that's it, of devoted time, laser focused time, you will be successful. And that's what my coach told me when I started, was if you focus for half an hour to an hour every single day and get what you need to do done, because your coach will tell you exactly what you need to get. Like, she'll give you a list and say, here's what I do to be successful. Here is that list. You can do that. So it's super easy. And we call it a power hour, but it's more like if you hammer through it, you can do it in like 20 minutes, maybe less. I don't know. I don't know what your record is, Virginia, but we can get through it pretty quick. So good coaches are people that are compassionate and willing to listen to people's problems, because let's face it, weight loss and body image disorders or body dysmorphia or whatever it is that we're going through, those are sensitive subjects. Those are things that you don't want to trust with just anybody. So you need to be a really trusting individual. So being willing to, open your heart and really listen to people's stories with, some pretty sensitive material is really key. And also you have to be willing to work on yourself as well. You can't just, expect to know it all on the first day. And you can't get frustrated with that, because this is a learning curve and I'm learning every single day. But you just need to be willing to learn and willing to put in the heart and the hustle, and you will succeed every time. And I know any girls on my team that are, listening in right now, I use heart and hustle in the same sentence quite often, because it's true. If you have the heart and you put in the hustle, I guarantee you'll be successful. So anyone has the capability to be a coach, but it's something you need to realize yourself. No one can force you into that position.
It's like
What do you think, Virginia? Do you have anything to add to who makes a good coach?
No, that was awesome. I agree. Everyone can do this. I just had a lady sign up, a 69-year-old. So seriously, anyone can do this. So I'll go into, there's 3 different kinds of coaches that we have. You'll all sign up the same way, but we have, 3 different kinds that we refer to. So you may have done a challenge, or you may just want the discount. You love Shakeology, you really enjoy the workouts, and you plan on doing them for a while. So we call that just a discount coach. You're signing up because you just love the products and you want 25% off, which, is pretty good. So we have lots of people who sign up just for that discount. Luckily, Beachbody, she started as that. Luckily, Beachbody is one of the few companies that you don't have to buy a ton of product and hold it. you can actually sign up for $40 and not order anything, which if you're not wanting to work the business, I mean, you can sign up and you can even still make money and not buy a thing, which is, kind of unheard of. And it's only $40 to sign up as a discount coach. So that's also, pretty cheap. A lot of businesses, when you start up, you have to pay like a solid $200 or $300 because you have to get the product and you have to pay that startup fee. Beachbody is a little different, so that's a good thing. And then the second type of coach is a hobby coach. So you might have done a challenge, or you might just enjoy sharing it with friends and family. I think both of us kind of started as that. We really liked it, and we kind of shared it with our friends. They were kind of asking us, how did you lose like that weight? Like, you look so good, you're so happy. And it's just kind of natural that they want to join you and give it a try themselves and see if it works for them. So that's kind of a hobby coach. You might sell enough that it covers your own Shakeology and your own workout program. So that's kind of nice. And there's a ton of hobby coaches as well. And the third type is a go-getter. So you're in this to go all in. You want this to be your job. You want to be your own boss. You want to work from home or work from wherever. You want to have that freedom and financial freedom. And this company is seriously endless with potential. The earning potential is actually crazy. Some of the higher up coaches, you'll see their income and it will make your jaw drop to the floor. But there's a lot of people that sign up and just go all in with this business, and you can make it work if you have that work ethic and you honestly love it and you have the why. You want to do this. You want to be able to spend time at home with your family, or you want to be able to travel and you don't want to be tied down to a job. You hate asking for time off from a job. Oh my gosh, I haven't worked that often, but every summer I used to work, and I would get all red and I'd be so nervous just to ask for a weekend off. I hated it. And honestly, I haven't had to work for like 3 years because I've had Beachbody, and I never ever have to ask for any time off, and I love it because I get really nervous when I have to ask for stuff like that. So go-getter is what we are right now. And, you don't always start as a go-getter. You may develop into one and realize, I really like this. So if you're at that point where you're just signing up for the discount and you just want a discount, that's totally fine. Or if you just want to be a hobby coach and see where it goes, that's totally fine too. Another thing I wanted to mention is a lot of people ask, is there a fee? If I want to quit, can I quit? Yeah, you can quit at any time, and there's no additional charges. You just send in a form and say, I'm done. And that's it. A lot of companies don't have that. So I don't know why people get so scared to sign up like it's a huge commitment, because it really isn't. You can just call and say, I'm done, and hand in the form and you're done. But yeah, I think I covered the 3 types of coaches. If you have anything to add to that, Kyrstin.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So it's kind of what you make it, right? There's no set template for what you have to do. We don't have quotas or anything like that. So if you want to help, that one friend of yours a month, that's fine. No one's going to be like, hey, you didn't meet a quota, or, you're behind. That's not how this works. You do you and what works for you. And Beachbody does have incentive programs for sure. If you're doing really well, they're going to be like, we're going to send you free stuff every month, or we're going to send you on a trip if you hit, certain goals. Absolutely. But there's no pressure to do that. And there's no penalty if you don't. So that is really, really nice. And like Virginia said, we have a really nice way about, with Tupperware or with other programs, you have to have product at home to be able to divvy out or ship out. And I don't know about you guys, but the idea of having to ship everything out makes me so nervous. I'm like, oh gosh, I couldn't handle that responsibility. Would not get to the right place. Not a chance. So they take care of all the inventory, all the shipping, all the tracking, everything like that. So that is really, really nice. You don't have to worry about inventory at all. And you don't have to worry about where to put it in your house or paying for all that product. That's a really, really nice feature about this business that I like a lot. So
Yeah, definitely. So now we'll go into like what a typical day looks like for a Beachbody coach. Because a lot of people wonder, so I see you on Facebook like all the time, but like, what do you actually do? So we do spend a lot of time on Facebook, but we share. What we're doing is sharing, and we're inviting people to join us. But a lot of the times people just see you and naturally they'll gravitate towards you because they see that you're happy and you're healthy and you found something that works for you, and it may just work for them. So that's one of the main things that we're doing. We're sharing because we want people to join us and we want to help people. We don't try and push it down their throat. We don't encourage that at all. We just want people to genuinely want to join us. It's work for us, and we absolutely love it, and we hope that they love it too. So we share about it quite often. And then what else? So every day, I wake up and I post in my challenge group. So these are people that are, drinking Shakeology, and they're doing a workout program, and they're on their journey. And I am their motivator, their support, their inspiration. I am there 100%. And they can message me at any time with questions. No, I'm not a nutritionist or a fitness expert, but I'll share with them what's worked for me and any advice that I have for them. So I post in my challenge group, and then I usually put a picture of me drinking my shake or me working out, or however I start my morning, if it's reading some personal development or whatever it may be. I'll post about that and share how I started my morning. Then I am in school. So I go to school and I'm there like 9 to 5, but on my lunch break, or I'll post about my dog just because he's awesome. So I'll go to school, and usually at lunchtime, I'll reply to messages or put up another post of maybe what I ate for lunch or something like that. And then when I get home, I do my homework and I do a little more Beachbody, and usually it's just messaging, talking to people, whether they're on their journey or if they're interested in starting their journey or if they're interested in starting coaching. And that's really what I do all day, and it's awesome. It's, chatting with a lot of awesome people, and it's really cool too to help them, because I remember how I felt when I started, and I was really sad and I didn't feel good. Like I couldn't do up my pants, and I was at the point where I needed to go buy new jeans, and like I remember crying because I couldn't believe that I gained so much weight that I couldn't put my pants on, and it's a really, really crappy feeling. So to be able to be that person to like get them excited about losing weight and motivated is like just an amazing feeling. Or getting a message in your inbox that somebody's lost 40 pounds, like it's just indescribable. And that's why I just absolutely honestly love what I do. What else? Oh yeah. And I also wanted to add in that, we're not salespeople. Like I would honestly suck if I was a salesperson. And that's why I always like stayed away from multi-level marketing, because I thought, I'd have to be calling people and say, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. This is what I'm doing, and you have to buy it, and all the stuff that, you hear on a sales person's pitch when they call you spam or spam you on Facebook or whatever. So I stayed away, but this is so different. It's just like I just share my story. I don't feel pressured to shove it down anyone's throat. If they don't want to do it, that is absolutely fine. If you go to the gym and you run or you do whatever and it's working for you, awesome. But if you're at that point where you're struggling and you need some extra support or you just need something new, that's where I come in, and that's where I want to jump in and be able to be that person to make that difference in your life and make that difference in your fitness journey to make you actually successful and succeed. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I do every day.
Yeah. And I know for some people we set like business hours, or we set like the times that we work, because Virginia and I, we don't have kids. We're not married, but we're at home. It's us. But we still want to maintain a level of normal, right? So you make sure to set me time aside. And so you're not like dialed in all the time. For me, I wake up really early in the morning. So I do some work. I usually reply to messages first thing in the morning because my inbox is usually really full. And I want to make sure I give them my undivided attention while I'm sitting down, rather than like doing it on the go and forgetting about it. So I do it all in the morning. And then I'll post usually in the day. And I like to post about things that are going on in my life. I'll share. If I cheat on my meal plan, I'm sharing it because I want people to know that I'm human and that that's okay. And you're probably going to cheat too. It's normal. And I share what I'm making for dinner. I'm sharing what works for me. I'm sharing quotes that move me. I share really funny things sometimes. Like, I'm really funny. I don't know if you guys follow me, but I'm hilarious. So I like to share that side of me. I like to be real. I want to show people that, you don't have to be some expert at this, and you don't need to have formal training in marketing and advertising. All I know is teeth. That's all I've ever gone to school for, is teeth. That's all I do. So I know nothing more professionally, but now that you learn, this is it's such a community and a family. And it's not like one coach will find out something really good that works amazing for their business. They're not going to keep that to themselves. They're going to share that with their team and be like, you guys, download this app. It makes my life so easy. We get excited about that stuff. And we host trainings and team calls. And we're in this because we want to see each other succeed. This isn't a one-man race where it's like, yeah, I'm getting to the finish line. I don't care who I knock over on the way. We are in this together. And that's been my motto from day one for my team is as long as my team is succeeding, then I'll feel like a success. But I need to make sure that I'm giving them my attention and my heart and my knowledge of what I know to this point. I'm not an expert, but I do know what I know. And I need to make sure that I share that. So just know that when you start this journey, there's a ton of information, but we are willing to share that. And you get put into training and education, and there's so much for you. And that's not, you don't pay extra for that. That's included. You get that when you sign up. So don't feel like you'll ever be left in the dust, because that won't happen. One of the other things is, we talked about not being salespeople. We don't want you to feel icky or uncomfortable, because we don't want to feel icky or uncomfortable. I've worked in sales before and I wasn't good at it, like at all. People would be like, how does this shoe look on me? And I'd be like, well, yeah, it's not the best. Like, that's not what you're supposed to say when you're in sales. So that's not my thing. I just know my journey. I share my story. And then if people want to join me, great. That's what we do. So then we talk about, the sign up, ways to earn money. The sign up, if you are a challenger, or if you've done a challenge group with us and you've got a challenge pack, your sign up is completely free. It's waived entirely, which is so nice. It's $50 otherwise if you were just off the street and wanted to sign up as a coach. But most of us have done a program, and we almost encourage that so that you kind of understand the programs and the products that you're going to be promoting, right? So you want to have a good, thorough knowledge of that before you start recommending things to people. So that's what I recommend doing. But otherwise, it's $50 to sign up. Your sign up fees, or any fees that you incur as a coach, that's all a tax write-off. That's not something that you need to, pay all on your own. Come tax time, that's your business. That's a business expense. You can put that towards your taxes. So keep receipts for everything. So that's really important. So
I was just going to add in, military in the States is also, they get a free sign up, and they also get free monthly coach fees. So if you or your husband is in the military, if they're active duty or National Guard or anything with the military, you can get that discount. And when you were saying $50, you were saying like 50 Canadian, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So 40 for people from the US.
Right. Yeah. And then every month you have a business fee. So basically that business fee, which is $15, again, a write-off, it covers the inventory, the shipping, training, payment, your online office. You get 3 websites that you can use too. That's all included in that. So you don't have to pay a huge premium to run like a big website. Like I know the cost to run a website monthly is huge now. So $15 is all you need to pay, and you get everything to run your business for that. So, and like I said, that's a write-off. So make sure you just keep a total of that in your online office. And Beachbody provides an enormous amount of training. Like you will never be short on training or resources. It is all there. It's probably one of the most comprehensive collections of information I've ever seen in my life. Like I'm not sure I've gone through everything yet. So you definitely get your money's worth for your $15 office fee for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And they handle, I think we had said this before, but they handle all the shipping. If somebody, if something happens and they get the wrong thing, they can ship back. Beachbody handles all of that. So it's really nice to not have to deal with it. You just have to call and, they'll resend whatever. They're really good with their customer service.
So when it comes to earning money, there's a few different ways that you can go about doing that. So as a coach, you earn 25% commission off your sales. 25% commission is great. It adds up for sure. And as a starting out coach, that's your bread and butter, is the commission that you make. And that's yours. You don't need to share that with the coach that signed you up or anyone else. That's 100% yours. And then as your business grows, Beachbody gives you what's called team cycle bonuses. So basically it's Beachbody's way of encouraging you to be a good leader, of you helping your team grow and succeed, because we don't get money for signing a coach up. They don't pay you for every membership or every person that signs up. That's not how it works. How it works is they reward the coaches that put in the time and the effort and the heart into coaches that want this business. So I don't get any payback from signing up 100 coaches, but I get money for being a good leader and helping our team succeed as a collective. So if I'm making sure my team's succeeding and everyone's seeing success, I get rewarded for that. But that means you have to put in the time and the heart. So for coaches that just want to sign up people for the sake of signing them up, it's not beneficial to them at all. But the nice part is that those bonuses, as you grow in this business, grow exponentially. Like it's unbelievable. And I can attest to this, like going from, earning, I was really excited about $50 weeks when I started. I'm like, yes, like that's a shopping trip. I can get a new blouse. Woo, good for me. And that's really like where my head was at that time. And now it's like, wow, like we paid off our mortgage in like half of a week's worth of coaching. Like that's insane. So for us, it's changing our lives. This isn't just a shopping trip or a spa or nails. Like this is real. And that's not guaranteed. That's not saying that everybody that signs up to coach experiences that. But I will say that the coaches that put in the hustle and the heart and work their butts off and love what they do, that happens. That will 100%, I guarantee you, happen if you do that. So that's the amazing part about this. So it makes me emotional to think about it, because my goal, I don't have children right now, but I was lucky enough to grow up with a stay-at-home mom, and that meant the world to me. And in today's world, that's really hard to do. Like that's not easy to live off of one income. It's a struggle. It's not easy. And I never thought that would be my reality. I thought I would have to go back to work after I had kids, and that broke my heart. And then this comes along, and I'm not even 27 yet, and I'm pretty well semi-retired. Like that just like makes me weepy, because that's really cool. So when the time comes that I make cute little babies, I can stay home with them and I can work my business from home. Like that's a really cool thing. And I could head out to my parents' cabin when I want to and take the babies out there, So I know I'm thinking far ahead, but everybody's why is a little different. But my why is unborn, beautiful little babies. So
Yeah, and mine's pretty similar to that too. Once I got a dog, I know this obviously doesn't compare to children, but when I got a dog and I had to leave him at home, it like broke my heart to hear him cry in his kennel. And I just thought, when I have kids and I have to drop them off at a daycare or, leave them with someone else, that's going to be so heartbreaking. And as the business has grown, I thought, you know what, why don't I go all in and see where this takes me? Because, maybe I could work part-time as a pharmacist or do this full-time or, not work as a pharmacist at all. It's really nice to have options. I'll always have pharmacy in the back of my mind or, as a backup. But hey, if I can have a job that I actually love doing, why wouldn't you do it,
Yeah.
And also, we forgot to mention, every month that you help at least 3 people on their fitness journey, Beachbody will send you a gift of some sort. Every month is kind of a little bit different, but it's really cool to be recognized by a company that is so big and they take time to send you something in the mail. The other month was like a P90X workout program. That's like over $100. Another month it might be like this little bobblehead of one of the trainers. But it's like, cute, fun little stuff or personal development books. And it's just really nice to be recognized by a company. They really reach out and make you feel good and know that you're making a difference. And they know that you're making a difference. And also they have Success Club trips every year, which is super cool. The one coming up, Kyrstin, you're going, right?
Yep. Yeah. It's about a month away.
Yeah, so they're going on a cruise, and basically, as you help people, you earn points to earn that trip for free. So basically, the more work you put in and the more people you help is potentially making that trip free. Where are you at with yours?
With it's totally free. And my trip was paid for. And then if you do a little bit more, you get like a $600 credit on board. So we used that to upgrade our room. So we got like a balcony suite. So ocean view balcony suite. So that's what we used it for. So yeah, we're getting pretty close to that. And it's going to be our first success trip. Oh, and not just me, they pay for Alex too. Like he's coming for free. So it's funny because when I signed up to be a coach, he was kind of like, oh, like, good for you. You have a hobby. That's nice. Good for you. And then now he's like, whoa, this is real. And we're going on a vacation for free. And all we had to do was pay for flights. That's insane. So it's kind of coming real for him. And, seeing the income that's coming in, he's starting to understand a little bit more that, okay, this is a business. Gotcha.
And you can actually bring kids too. You can bring your whole family. It's not just one person. So that's pretty cool too. Mm-hmm. I haven't been able to go because I've been in school, but I just signed up for the one for Dominican Republic in 2017. And I made sure to book the presidential suite because I've missed 2 free earned trips. So going all in for that next one.
So yeah, that's kind of the gist of coaching, really. Another one I'd like to touch on, a lot of people have questions about like Shakeology and if it's mandatory and how that works. Shakeology is kind of the bread and butter of our business. And it's something that I know a lot of us are really passionate about because not only is it all natural and it's, it tastes good, but it does benefit us so much. And a lot of your residual income as a coach does come from Shakeology because a lot of people love it and they want to have it every single month. So is it mandatory that you drink it? Absolutely not. But is it a really, good way to go about it? Yeah, absolutely. It's a really good option. And again, because it's one way to keep your business active as a business, you can write that off as well. So that was like, it sounds selfish, but that was why I started up as a coach, because I found out that, well, if I help out a few people throughout the year, that Shakeology every month is a tax write-off. Like that's huge. And it benefited me like medically. I was seeing results in my health and my doctor was noticing results. So we're like, yep, I'm sticking on that and I'll coach because it's cheap, and that was it. So just know that, you don't have to do anything, but that's one of the things that we are so passionate about in our business. And we know that it works and that it's real. And they're coming up with new ingredients and they're coming up with new flavors and all the time. Like the science behind it is mind boggling. So it's really, really cool.
And it's delicious and it helps me with not eating chocolate bars every day.
Or you could make peanut butter cups with the Shakeology and it's delicious. And you can eat chocolate bars every day. So there's that.
Yeah, I do that too.
So one of the things I want to talk about that I feel like doesn't get enough emphasis when people talk about coaching is the community and the friendships that I've made. Naturally, I am an introvert, despite being extroverted around people that I'm comfortable with. Like seeing people in public, I get nervous and clammy. And if we get invited to go out to like a barbecue, I'm like sweaty and panicky. I'm like, oh gosh, like I have to talk to people. I'm that kind of person. So for me to make new friends at, when you're almost 30 years old and making dozens of new friends that just get you is one of the most heartwarming feelings, because there's nothing worse than going along a fitness journey or a new business endeavor and feeling like you're alone and feeling like no one understands you and you're getting made fun of for it. But when you have a band or a tribe of women that are like, you can do this and we believe in you. And, Virginia and I don't know how much we talked today, like a couple hours, 3 hours total. I don't know. It was a lot of communication. And I've met her in person once in Nashville this last summer. And when we saw each other, it wasn't like, hi, nice to meet you. It was like, hey, how's it going? Like as if I knew her my whole life. So I just want to emphasize how much of a loving community that you will be in with this Beachbody family. And it's a really wonderful thing. And that's my favorite part about it, is just feeling so incredibly loved and appreciated. And I know all too often in our work lives or at home with our partners or children or whatever, you feel really unappreciated or really, just kind of missed and not thought of. But I promise you that in this Beachbody journey, that's not going to happen. We won't forget about you. You will be loved and you'll be supported, and we will be here for you the entire time.
Yeah, definitely. That's so huge. Like I've been in the States now for, I guess, 7 years. So I've met new people and have friends down here, but over the past 2 years, most of my friends are now through Beachbody. And it's crazy. I'm about to get married in October, and my guest list now compared to like 2 years ago is completely different, because there's a ton of people that are from Beachbody that I just met these last 2 years, but I just feel such a connection with them that they're going to be at my wedding. And even like the coaching network outside of our team is gigantic. Every year they have a coach summit where they bring all the coaches. And if you didn't know, there's actually over 400,000 Beachbody coaches in North America. Like when I went to that first coach summit in Las Vegas and actually saw everyone that's involved in this, that's helping people, it's amazing. And hearing stories of people completely change their life because of, being able to work out and eat better, and they had the support of somebody else helping them, is incredible. I know, like every single day hearing these stories, I was sitting there just crying because it's really moving to hear all those stories, and it's fun to work out with these trainers live and just meet everyone actually in person, because a lot of our business is through these calls and you don't really see each other very often except for the Success Club trips or Summit, and they also have like leadership trips. So you actually get a lot of chances to travel with this company as well. And they're all tax write-offs because you're traveling for work. So that's another thing that's pretty cool.
And apparently we love tax write-offs and discounts because it comes up quite a bit. But honestly, who doesn't? Really, like if you could write off a pair of Nikes and Lulus, you would too. I know you would. So does anyone have any questions at all? This is a really good time to ask them. Anyone? Unmute yourself if you do, because you're probably all muted right now. No questions at all? We covered all the bases and now you know everything about coaching. Well, that's a good sign. That's good. Okay. So is anyone sad they're not watching the Super Bowl right now, or is it over? I don't even know. Is it on? Yeah. Okay.
It's still going.
Oh,
it's on commercial right now.
Okay, good. That's good. I'd ask who's winning, but I don't know who's playing. So.
It's on commercials. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, well, if that's it for tonight, guys, we won't take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for listening in. And I hope this was valuable to you. And if you have any questions at all, contact the person that invited you to this call. Contact Virginia or I. If you have questions about coaching, we will be more than happy to help you guys. But this is kind of our passion, and this is now turning into our business. So this is what we do, and we're more than happy to help you guys. And we'd be more than happy to have you on either of our teams. And that would really fill our hearts, because 2016 is going to be a really, really big year for Virginia and I. And it's only getting bigger from here. And we really want you guys to be a part of this. And it's really, really exciting. So thank you guys so much. And we will talk to you guys soon, hopefully on one of our next team calls. Okay.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. Thank you
for joining.
Thank you.